Hello everyone, and Dragon with you. So today I would like to make a real live stream about Hero Wars and hope you will enjoy it. Well, I think that we have several things to do and I would like to show you them actually. Maybe we are need to discuss current events. Show you them actually. Maybe you have some questions for me. So yesterday actually we had a situation when I started my live stream, but that was not about Hero Wars, that was about StarCraft 2. And some of you asked, so what's that? Why? Actually, on Saturdays I stream another game, and yesterday I started it by mistake. So sorry for that, I already deleted that. Yeah, so I just tried to show you the game today, but if you have some questions, I'll try to answer them. So let's just check the game. First of all, I would like to collect Outland, and first of all, I need to understand actually the amount of resources which I need to spend, right? So let me just open 3 chests of each type and plus 1 casual. So what I mean, you have 1 free chest every day. That's it. So you just can pick 3 every day, easily. Then you have 3 more chests. So that's what I do. You spend 180 for each type. After that, we'll go to the quests and we'll check what else I need to do to get some more points and to complete the event in a better way. So let's go here. I'll show you what exactly I managed to do here. So Revelation of the Space Guardian. The first one was just to log in, I collected that all. Then we need to spend emeralds, and actually I can do that, but I don't think I really need to spend 12,000. Maybe 6,000, so it's like 1,400 and more, slightly less. So I'll think about it. Then we need to get VIP points. As you see, I did not do it at all, because currently we have just... I don't want to spend too much money, okay? So maybe later, I don't know. Then we have spend energy. So spend energy, today, theoretically, I can try to get 2,200 energy, but that's a lot of emeralds, and I don't know if I really need to do that, because I don't hurry in getting all those Brawl coins. Then we have Outland, and as you see, so I need to get 5 more chests just to clear this one. So that's an option where I can spend emeralds to get some more coins, as an option. I don't know what I had to do here, probably expedition, so at adventures I did everything. Here we have open artifact chests, and actually sometime before I had 100 chests, but I spent them earlier just to force the next part of my chest, and as a result I'm not able to do this now. But maybe I can collect 3, so I have 9 more. Remember that I need 5 more, so let's do this now. So my aim is to show you that actually when you have such event, you need just to consider carefully what exactly you can do to collect the next rewards, and is it good enough for you to do it. So when we are talking about tower, remember that actually we are supposed to open 5 days, every day 15, right? So that's 75. If you want to get all rewards, then you need to collect additional 25 chests. So at my case, I can easily get 15 more, and still that's not enough. So I need 22, right? If I need 22, it means I need to open 7 extra chests. That's it. So if I want to get this reward. That's why, what's my plan for now? First of all, I want to invest something here to get more rewards. Then I need to invest at the outland, that's 5. And actually that probably can make me nearer to this quest, but I still don't know. So should I rush this one or not? And also we have spending emeralds. Okay, so I really appreciate this brawl because it allows me to get more resources and as a result to be more effective at the game. So let me check the chat, maybe someone is there. So we have one person there, maybe that's me. Okay, so anyway, let's just do everything which I told you about. First of all, let's get 5 additional chests at Outland, right? Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, 5. We need 5. So what resource do I need most? Actually, I would really like to finish the scene with Isaac. So Isaac is an agility hero, that's why I'll use these things. Yeah, they are kind of expensive. And I'm not going to get this option because it's way too expensive. But yeah, I'm not ready to spend so much. But also at the same time, I would like to get more of this resource to get my mages in a better shape. That's why I get 6 more chests, and here we go, I did it. Okay, next thing. So about artifact chest, I can do nothing here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough resources. Here I can do something. So let me get 7 more. That's not about getting everything because my budget is limited. I would like to save my resources for further things. So if you want to do it the cheapest possible way, then just open the chests at the lower levels. So I get 2 extras and I get 4 extra, something like this. I didn't really need these artifacts anyway. Then I get 5th extra and I remember that I need 2 more chests. So the worst scenario is when I get tons of useless artifacts, get to the top, realize myself that I need 2 more chests, right? So at that scenario, I will be forced to spend 100 and 100. So anyway, I will finish this quest. That will be logical. But actually, you see that I need alchemist set really much here. So let me just collect it, and I think that I will finish this quest. So now I can just go straight forward and collect 3 chests till the end, and that should be okay. So before you join your tower, just calculate how many chests you need and actually how to finish everything you can get. So I finished here with the tower, right? Let's check if I got this one. Here we go. Okay, what should I do next? Let's see. 2000 something energy, kind of expensive. Vehicle points not now. And spend emeralds. So you see that I almost did it. So I need 70 more emeralds. Obviously I will go for it. And my decision is to buy extra energy. That's the thing which I try to do every day, and that kind of works. So as for energy, I still think I need to save it for future events. So I don't want to just rush now to throw everything to get extra Brawl coins, right? So that's my decision. Maybe I'm wrong, but 2000 energy is kind of a lot. If we calculate what I can collect for emeralds, then it will be 1 extra 1000 of emeralds, and that's far not enough to complete the next quest. That's why my decision is to stop, and I just collected everything which I could for this event. Okay, let's just improve Isaac. As a result, I will get more resources. I'm really trying hard to collect this or artifacts, right? So that's the last one. I want Isaac to be red +2. Same situation with Martha. So Martha needs Heart of the Dragon. It's a very popular artifact among my heroes. That's why I'll just throw everything into it before I can go Martha to the next level. Other characters I work on now are Orion. You see that actually I can upgrade him right now. And I think it's a good decision actually. So we already have this artifact as quite good stuff, and I am ready to collect the next one. Almost ready, okay. But here we also have 14 parts, so it will not be a huge problem to get one more, but I still need another Syrian, I still need like 30 parts, so for Marsa I will be able to do it. So my logic says that actually I have enough resources to get this artifact for Orion. And that's why I do it. That's why I know that I still need Martha to get same artifact later on. So you see that we have two of them. But I also remember that these artifacts take a huge amount of time. That's why I'm not rushing, and I will be able to get some more parts in the future. That's why I can afford getting Orion this artifact and promoting him right now. Okay, yes, from the past I already saved some resources to get him some stuff. So here we need stuff for his magic attack and magic penetration. Let's do this. Also I can go for this thing, one more card. So now my Orion is really powerful, but we have a problem. So what is this problem about? So here we have a quest where we need Sphere of Power, right? I can afford this. Here we need some more parts for heart and 2 Lamor's cards. So to collect this Sphere of Power, I'll need to get 2 Lamor's cards more. To collect this one, I need even more, so it's kind of 4 Lamor's cards, which is kind of huge. So what should I do here? Actually, I can try to collect Light of Distant Stars for this character and throw him straight to Orange +4, which is a serious level. So I really think that's a nice option. But remember that at the same time, while my main characters are completely full, we have Marcel, which also kind of needs this Lamor's card. So 2 here, 1 here, right? And what should I do with this? Obviously, I need to get something, right? So here we need 4 of them for this artifact. Here we need 2 more, so it's already 6. And here we need another 4, so it's already 10. So why am I trying to show you everything at this part? Because it's really important to understand which artifact you are supposed to buy. So if you make the right choice, then that will just throw you straight forward on everything. If you make a wrong choice, then you will just fall back behind. So what should I do now? Let's think one more time. So I need 10 Lamor's cards for Mars for the nearest future. I also need 2 Lamor's cards for Orion, right? So it's already 12. What amount do I have? I have only 1, so it means I need 11 more Lamor's cards for the nearest future. Actually, for this Light of Distant Stars, I also need 2. So Martha is 10. Here we have 3, so actually, yes, feels bad, guys, feels bad. But anyway, so 4 plus 10 is 14. So I need 14 to finish Orion and to get Martha her future artifacts. But maybe I don't hurry. Maybe. That's why let's see. So we need 13 more Lamor's cards. Okay? Where should I get them? Obviously, the reason why I showed you everything as detailed as possible is because we have merchant here. And this merchant allows you to buy the super valuable resources, which you choose yourself. So theoretically, I could get a Book of Fate for me and just throw it straight into Orion. He would be really happy about that probably. And yes, so it's a huge buff. On the other hand, if we compare other options, so you see that Sphere of Power costs like 2 cards plus 1 recipe and plus the other resource, which is kind of cheaper. So it's still a reasonable price for Sphere of Power, I would say. But I would like to just throw everything into Lamor's cards to get more Lamor's cards. I already calculated together with you that I need 14, right? So another option is to get Light of Distant Stars, but remember that this price is together with the recipe, and I already have it, so I don't need the entire price to get this artifact. That's the key. So I will spend 20,000 instead of 47,000, which is kind of important. Same story with key to all doors. So I already have some parts for it, and as a result I will not spend everything to get them too. So my decision here will be to get mass Lemor's cards. We calculated that I need 14 and I have 1, so now I have 9 out of 14. That's the mass which I do before I start spending my resources. That's important. Okay? So the idea was to calculate everything to understand if I can afford some artifacts, and if I can, then I do it. If I can't, then obviously I stop. Okay, so what do we need here? We still need one of these, and I still need heart. So my decision will be to get this artifact soon, right? So not really now because I'm working on Isaac, but I will be able to get this artifact for the price of only Lemor's cards. Other stuff is already collected. That's my idea. Okay, so Mar says we'll need the 2 later on. I hope I can collect other stuff sooner. And that's why I wanted to show you my heroes, my artifacts, and the decision-making process for this event. Okay, so now let's talk about the Brawl and my teams which I use there. Also, I would like to say that this Brawl is about Judge. This hero was revoked, obviously. And first of all, we have NPCs. So what about NPCs? This one has a physical team with Judge and with Chabba. Actually, I can keep everything as it is because healers helps to get extra armor, and we have a magic-based team. Actually, I could use Judge with Mara to improve stuns and slow effects, but I prefer Judge with Biscuit, so that the opponent can't just heal everything, plus gets a huge amount of debuffs from each hit, 4 times every hero, and that kind of counters Sebastian. So that's my decision for the Judge. As for Ryan, Mara also helps him to get magic attack, magic defense, so why not? I really wanted everybody to get these buffs, and I think that should work. I will not control just to make this fight fair, so not dependent on my control process. Then we have a character with Yasmin, so if you see Yasmin, then obviously he is not so complicated. So Yasmin is still alive, but not for long. Here we go. Tiger NPC. Okay, so now we have triple mage. If you see triple mage, then my easy answer is Isaac. That's it. Here we go. Okay, so 7 more wins. Benoit probably plays a team which theoretically should be easy to win because he wants to help other characters, other players, to collect their wins easier, and that's why he plays this team. But still we have a problem that actually he plays Dante and it's a trap. So I was caught in this trap. He doesn't play a pet, but he plays Dante, and I did nothing to this, and a shameful defeat to this team. So sometimes, unfortunately, it happens because I played against Isaac, I played mages, and that was stupid. Okay, so yes, I really understand that that was kind of stupid. Just wanted to show you that these easy win teams can also win you if you do the wrong team. What about this one? So here we have a ton of debuffs, anti-debuff. Actually, we have an option to play as a mage or to play actually anti-debuff. Well, I really hope that my team can survive this, but to make sure that my team will not get stretched by tons of debuffs, I really want to play Sebastian, because in the past I already received situations when we got stuck with Arachne and could do nothing actually. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Also, I could create a Jew team. So Jew team in order just to crit the opponent. But this time I will play like this, so no debuffs. We have main damage dealer as Isaac, maybe some damage on Aurora. Let's see if it works. So if we don't have silent stuns, then the team kind of nicely kills everything. So I showed you that Isaac is a superhero not just against Judge but against mages. And when I played a mage team to burn Yasmin, as a result, Isaac burnt me down back, and as a result, we had a defeat to a really weak team. I really wanted to show you this thing. So if you see 800 something, you still need to think, is this team okay for you, or you need to replace something? That's important. I showed you why. Okay, so for this particular team, I will get back Orion. That should work. I think that we will go on playing Orion, Dorian, Judge team. This time I need Sebastian against Jorgen, because still Jorgen is a problem. And probably opponent will try to do same thing as I did. So if he plays Biscuit on Judge, then I will not be able to block all the buffs. And yes, really, you see that we are not able to block all the buffs, unfortunately, because we have a problem with Judge debuffs. But still, Orion is standing near Dorian, and I hope that he can finish this. We'll see. The opponent has a huge team, that's right. What about healing? So, yes, unfortunately, we were not able to deal with it. Timeout, guys, timeout. Let's move on to the next team. Here we have a problem with Dante. Yeah, I really don't like Dante teams because they can be really painful. Especially the creep Dante teams. That's a casual Dante team, and we have no debuffs. Okay, almost no debuffs here. So I'll just go straight forward to my team with Faceless, I think, and try to survive. That's the idea. So ODF. Now we have two defeats. One was just to show you something. The other was a timeout. So the idea of this team is to copy Orion with Faceless. But I really wanted to show you the auto fight so that I don't have just a control which just kills everybody. I wanted my team to win instead. What about this team? So I think it's a defensive team, and if you play Dorian, then it should work because Cleaver gets Dorian at the front position. As a result, that should not be super hard. Also, we have a hero which is dangerous. Of course, I'm talking about Iris. So Iris will try to get Dorian dead, but I'm really not sure. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to play Cleaver plus Iris against my team. So obviously, in general, yes, you get a weak character dragged into the first position. As a result, Iris easily kills this character, but at my case, that's not exactly what happens. So 0 losses here. What about this team? So again, we have Jorgen plus Judge. That's a super annoying combination. I really don't like it, but we still need to do something with that. So I will still try to play Sebastian. I really hope that he can clear at least half of the debuffs which are performed here, and let's get Oliver into Sebastian to make him live longer. About the front line, so we have another options, but actually everybody are already assigned, so I don't want to change something. Maybe let's keep everything as it is now. So can Sebastian stop both Judge and Jorgen? I really just don't like Jorgen. But still, if you play Sebastian debuffs with Jorgen, then Jorgen blocks the energy still. Okay, so if you're lucky enough, of course. Some crazy stuff is going on, the game lags. Maybe my internet connection lags, I'm not sure. But I actually looks like we have a problem with debuffs. So my team is frozen, the opponent's team is frozen, and yes, some crazy stuff happened. As a result, I lost my units. Well, it happens, guys. It happens. I don't care. Let's go next. What is this team about? This team is about a physical Kark plus Yasmin anti-physical, physical/anti-physical team. What should I do with it? Actually, I can keep this one, but at this case, I have a problem with Yasmin. So let me try to play Merlin on healers. For Ryan, we have Mara. So it's typical team, but we have dodge from Aurora and we have extra defenses from healers. I hope that Aurora with Kayn can survive against physical damage dealers, and I hope that she works. Let's do this. So the idea of my teams is actually to collect an effective team for the judge. I'm not trying to use an OP team which doesn't care about its fifth character. That's not the point of this brawl. So if I lose, that's still okay. I don't care. I care about collecting a team which is effective for the judge. That's the thing I really care about. And looks like I need to keep everything same. Okay, so do we have somebody at my live stream? Actually, I don't think so. Anyway, I'll just go through this brawl. Everything's fair, I don't control, I just want my team to work. Okay, so what about Savior? I think that should be okay for my current team. So if you check the buffs, we have dodge, magic penetration buff, armor buff, magic attack buff, so my team is kind of with synergy. So Cornelius Fudge tried to collect just a team to multiple physical team. Okay, looks like a trap actually. I think we can keep this team. Or I can use a faceless team. Yeah, let's do this with faceless team. Okay. So we need 12 more wins. But let me just show you the statistics. So according to the statistics, at the last fight, we had Judge at 4th place on damage. Then we have Judge at 4th place of damage. Then we have Judge at 5th actually place of damage. Again, 4th position, 3rd position, 3rd position, 4th position, actually 2nd position, which is great. So Here we had Orion with Mara and Judge with Biscuit. And here we have fourth position, third position. So if we compare the entire list, fourth again, then we see that Judge is not your primary damage dealer. Maybe you would say I do something wrong, but actually we have a mage team, so everybody deals magic damage. Judge helps them to do even more. Actually, with Orion's magic penetration, we have more effective Judge hits. Same about Aurora actually. So I still think that Judge is not your main damage dealer. Anyway, because if we compare all the damage dealt by my characters, then you see that Judge is at in average third position. So even Aurora is able to do more damage. That's why I still think that Judge is a hero which can kind of counter Sebastian with a super freezing ability, but maybe I do something wrong, or maybe Judge is not your primary damage dealer. Okay, so I'm not sure about that, but I think that Judge is effective against Axel because he deals damage to the entire team. Axel tries hard to redirect it, and actually his redirection is not super effective as a result. So that's my thoughts about the Judge. And also another thing I would like to highlight is that almost every fight Judge does a shield for your tank. So if your tank is not super healthy and can't hold too long, or maybe you would like to play Yasmin at the front line, then you need extra defense. And that's exactly about Judge. So his shield helps only the frontline hero. I think I can play like casual. So remember, the Judge is able to protect the hero which is at the front line. It means that actually you are here fighting with a protected tank. So looks like Jorgen also can defend your damaged character and recharge this damaged character, but I still think that Judge is okay for this role. So I don't think I need just healers here. Let's play Faceless instead. So Faceless can clone basically everybody. I don't really care about who exactly he clones. Looks like we are okay now. Yeah. What about this team? It's a physical team, I would say. Okay, so against a physical team I can play healers again, maybe. Maybe I need to play something else, but I still think we can survive this. What about this team? So last time I just lost to a team with Isaac. Obviously mages are kind of bad against Isaac. We already have Judge, I can't remove him, and we already have Aurora. So for this particular fight I would like to change kind of everything. Yes, I'm not joking. So let's pick a team which is not afraid of Iris. Some people asked about Iris and Isaac, so they both are kind of OP. My easy answer, guys. That's the answer. So Rufus is not afraid of Iris at all. Also, we need some damage dealers. So as a damage dealer, I would like to play Yasmin. And I really think that Chinmao is okay. So she will work on the frontline tank and she will drag some percentage of the health. That should be nice, I think. As for Yasmin, I would still prefer Albus here. And okay, let's get extra armor penetration. So that's my team, which is a physical team. Unfortunately, I can't say that it is based on Judge, but generally, this team is effective against Iris. Yes, so Isaac just charges from Judge, but that's not good enough. So that's a simple answer. How can you counter Iris teams? Of course, if there's no Morgan, that should be okay. So what next? Next, we fight with Bill, I guess. So we need to win 7 times and lose no more than 2. Hi Ray, nice to meet you. So yes, I'm fighting at the Brawl and I'm trying to show you the teams, how they work. And I already lost 3 lives. One, I just showed you that don't be too self-confident. And other 2 times I didn't. I made a stupid mistake. I played mages against Isaac. So that's my problem. Okay, so what about this team? It's a defensive team, I would say. So this player obviously tried to make Judge the best damage dealer, and I don't think that works. So my decision will be to go back for the Judge team because I really tried to play Judge. Okay, so the idea is to collect a team where Judge kind of synergizes with other characters. That's the idea. If I face Isaac, then obviously I switch to a physical team and just counter the entire team. If I fight with Iris, I try to play Rufus because Iris will just resurrect him long enough. So probably that was a defensive team. Let's see if we can destroy this one in time. Looks like yes. Okay, good. 6 more. What about this team? So obviously here we have a Cornelius problem. Cornelius nicely defends from mages. That's not Isaac, but I'm not sure which of these 3 characters is the most intelligent one. So I need to protect him from Cornelius at any ideas. So theoretically I can go back to my physical team, but actually then Judge will probably be at the hit, right? So I really want Orion to survive. I don't seriously care about Dorian, but let's make him lifesteal better, for himself at least. So that's my choice. I assume that Orion is the most intelligent character. As a result, Cornelius will try to fight with him. Obviously, my damage from mages will be not as effective as usual, and I'm not sure if I can finish this team, but I really hope that my damage will be enough. Anyway, I can't guarantee that. So yes, you see that with Cornelius the team can survive kind of long enough. But still we have a huge magic penetration from Faceless and from Orion. So double magic penetration. Cornelius helped to win more time, but that was not enough to stop him. Next thing is about Yasmin. So once again we play ODH plus Judge, and I think that should work. I think that should work. Here we go. Okay, so what about this team? This team is about physical damage, so I will probably keep healers here to get extra armor. So we have dodge from Aurora, we have armor from healers, and damage from my main team. So I hope that should be okay. Let's go next. So here we have a bunch of mages. Obviously Isaac. Should I heal Isaac? Maybe, but I want my tank to be healed instead. So exactly as I thought. If you face a team which uses many mages, then Isaac is a serious weapon against this type of teams. So let me show you the log and prove my point of view. So at the previous fight we had mages, right, against Yasmin. And now if you face mages, you play Isaac. So yes, Isaac has the second position in damage, which is kind of logical. So Ryan is a damage dealer in general, and Isaac is special against mages. So I need one more victory. Let's go to Dark Monkey. What about this one? So Iris counters kind of almost everything. But if you play Rufus and the opponent doesn't play Morgan, then it's not a big deal actually. As for the main source of opponent's damage, I'm not sure which source he just relies on, so I still think it's a hybrid damage or a pure damage. So let me just place Faceless here and try to win on auto as usual to show you that, well, I don't need to control, I want my team to win, not my control. Iris will help Rufus to resurrect, and I hope we can have enough damage to go through the defenses. So yes, as I thought, so Rufus resurrects, but unfortunately this time we don't have enough damage, we can't go through the defenses, and as a result I'm not able to finish this team. So yes, Iris managed to remove a huge amount of my characters. And timeout. So what about the damage? We see that Iris produced a huge amount of damage, actually more than all the characters together. I don't want to underestimate Iris, but you saw that actually Rufus could easily hold against Iris. Unfortunately, that was not about Orion. Okay, so I need one more win. One more win, one more life. What about Lazruk? With Lazruk I will not play mages obviously because that's a suicide. I need to play a physical team. Okay, so a physical team, maybe with Resurrection, why not? Maybe with Dodge, that's about Aurora, so that my tank survives long enough. But the problem with Aurora is that she will feed Isaac. I don't want to feed Isaac. Okay, so then let's just move to my casual team. I will play Asteros, I'll play maybe even Martha. So yes, this team will not be about Judge, unfortunately, but I think that still can work. So okay, I'll play Yasmin with Kayn so that she recharges faster and dodges more. So it's a physical based team. I still think it's a physical based team. So let's get Kayn here. As for armor penetration, I have several options. We have Esteros, so theoretically I could use Morrigan, but I don't think that Morrigan can survive card. So that's one of the possible decisions, but I'm not sure if that works. So I'll play another option. I'll play Qin Mao. Qin Mao will theoretically blind Kark. I usually play this team. And as for the last character, we can either play Martha to heal everybody and to get extra damage, or another healer which is kind of powerful. Okay, so let's just go through with this team. I usually play it on Arena, and actually that plays with Judge instead of Celes should still be kind of okay. Yeah, so Yasmin just kills everybody here, just as I expect. We have armor penetration from Qin Mao. That helps a lot for Yasmin because she really needs armor penetration to be effective, to deal more damage, etc. So as a result, I managed to complete everything without buying extra lives, which I really appreciate. And as I told you before, Yasmin is the main damage dealer, but check this thing. So Qin Mao also gets splash damage done. When she collects the entire team into one huge heap, then she deals a huge amount of damage. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. I hope that was informative enough. And also, That was about this brawl. I also told that I'll show you some Titan fights, right? So I can do it actually. Let's go to the dungeon. I'll just show you like 10 levels. And I think that should be it about today's live stream, because I wanted to show you the event and I did it. The idea is to heal recharge the entire team. Then we can go just straight forward, not to waste time. I'll use the cards. Then we get the ultimate Titan fight. At this Titan fight, we try to charge an element. So if you fight with earth, you get fire. If you fight with actually water, then you fight with earth. Right? So the idea of this fight is to charge my frontline fire tank. He's really powerful, but he needs some charge. Okay, so now I have some defenses. I wait while I have immunity, and after that I use my stuns, so that my frontline tank can survive longer. After that I use damage reduction, stun, and that's all the time which I need to use to recharge my frontline tank. When it is done, I just simply throw him at the front line and he needs to heal. So that's not the best fight which was possible, but my aim is achieved. I charged my tank, and as a result I will be able to easily fight with fire. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So if you face fire versus earth and you're partially charged, then it's much easier to win. Okay, so let's see what I think this result is okay actually. Okay, what about earth? So earth also tries to fight with water. Here we have several strategies. One of the strategies is to let the backline get more damage and the front line survive. Another strategy is not to let your weak characters die. Actually, now I don't really have kind of super weak characters, so I can show you the strategy anyway. Maybe that was a mistake, so yes, probably that was a mistake because I missed the things. But anyway, the most important is not to let you go just with the entire damage. And now I want my frontline tank to kill everybody, to be charged till the next fight. So that's option number 1. What about option number 2? How to achieve this? You just play auto and you try to kill the opponent with everything you have. Then I'll show you how the fight goes. So let's see what happens at auto. We have defenses slightly earlier. Then we are able to hit the entire enemy team. Not sure if you have heard the sounds at the backline because they are kind of far away, which I really appreciate. So we have another block, and now the opponent will kill himself. The idea is just to be charged till the next time. So some explosions, but they look like far away from me, which I really appreciate. Okay, so now we can go with fire or earth. Let me pick earth. Actually, I probably had to play it out of fight because that's kind of rah. I don't like this result. I had to accept this out of fight. Sometimes yes, sometimes it is better than your manual result. Just because of digging RNG. Okay, so can I get 10 more? Let's see. And yes, you see that the opponent has much more power than I do, but that can't stop me anyway. So first of all, I would really like to get immunity. Then we have stun and damage reduction. Then I would really appreciate to remove this one for health, but I can't do that. And at the last part, we just need to heal my frontline tank, right? So that's what I can do now. Not exactly the best result. So now we are at the best situation. Let's get some crisis management. If I play Earth, we are dead. If I play Fire, we theoretically can go back. So I'll press several times in case just we can get a better result, but looks like no. Okay, I accept this fate. Now I hurry, yes, I would replay this many times, I would just try to win anyway, but I wanted to show you the crisis management. And here you see that we have two options, so to save 3 titans or to save 1 titan. Obviously I'll choose the option where we have saved more. Here I just play auto, I don't care. Okay, and now the question is, can I make my titans go back? So can I just recharge them? We have a frontline tank, so I will not play double tank. Instead I will play a Raji plus water team, and we'll see what happens. Okay, looks okay. Can we survive with the frontline tank? I don't think so. So then what else should we do? If you see that your tank dies, then you need to check one more option. So can you fight this team? The idea is to rely on stuns from Nova. So if Nova is able to stun the opponent often enough, then sometimes you are able to finish the fight without serious losses. Yeah, so now you see that I try to heal and recharge my Nova. Nobody dies. Nova tanked me another fight, and I am ready to go through this level. Unfortunately, I'm not able to heal my team now, and probably I will be finished soon. Really soon, I would say. Yeah. But if you face a team when you don't have the tank against you, then theoretically you can try to recharge and heal your another element. If you have a team with the tank, then just test. Maybe you still can do it, maybe not. It depends on your situation, power, etc. Okay. So I'll keep fighting anyway. And looks like the auto fight was slightly better, but now all my units are charged, which is kind of great. Unfortunately, we don't have the all Titan fight, which I expected. As a result, we are supposed to lose some more units. And this time I will try to lose fire, but not the entire fire, just some characters. So I'll still need them for the all Titan fight, so 3 characters survive, that's okay. Before you go further, check if you can lose less units, that's important. Okay, so another bad situation. I think that we are done. Yeah, we are done here. So theoretically, I could just buff my titans before this fights, but at that case, I would not be able to do the +1 level for titan easily. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so I tried, I did some progress, and I stopped. Let's convert every soul into this titan potion. I have enough gold, I don't need particles right now. That's why I will not rely on things like straight into particles. And as a result, I'm able to buff my titans. So you see that my main 8 titans are already there. And now I'm working at Vulcan. So Vulcan will be able to get more levels. As a result, I will be able to play a straightforward fire team. Yes, obviously it would be wise to improve your titans before the dungeon. But I hurried and I just wanted to show you the dungeon as soon as possible. What about that? So do you have some questions? Let me check that. I'm heading out. Cheers. Yeah, thank you too. I was happy to see you. I think we'll have some more live streams, at least I hope so, in the future. I do them rarely because usually I have some specific topic which is really fast to discuss, and that's why I don't live stream. Instead, I just make a video. And another thing I wanted to show, probably the last for today, is the Osh. So against the Osh, we play against 130. You see that I start fighting Osh only when I have 130th level to let my people get lower levels. So we started from, I guess, 115th, then we had 125th, and when my people finished 125th, only then I started attacking 130th. That's the idea. So you let your weaker champions get some stuff, get their rewards, and only then you attack. Okay, so about my teams. Let me show you the teams which I used to fight with Osh. Obviously that was 130th. I didn't try to collect the highest possible damage, instead I just tried to help my other guildmates. The first team was about just playing my Yasmin with crits. As a tank I used Rufus to survive and not to throw the main tank at the first fight. So this team managed to survive, managed to deal a huge amount of damage, and I knew that actually I'm vulnerable only to physical damage. So at first you see that we need to destroy the wormhole. Rufus is pretty safe against this magical damage, he doesn't care much. Against physical damage we have a huge amount of armor from two characters and immunity from third, plus Martha's defenses, plus Rufus's defenses. So this team is kind of protected against both physical and magical damage. The only problem is that can I actually survive? So we have Qin Mao plus Yasmin combo plus Ju. They get a huge amount of crits. Qin Mao is able to deal splash damage and destroy all the spheres at once. And this result is not super impressive, I understand, but that's one of my main teams, and it managed to collect a nice amount of damage. The second team was just an undead topical team. Here I played Corvus with Oliver to make him survive slightly longer. The idea was to abuse the totem and get some extra damage. But you see that as soon as we have serious damage, as soon as we have the nightmare, then this team dies. But the characters were not super powerful, so if you compare the powers, then they are just too young, I would say. Yes, compared to this team where I played 3 of my 5 main characters, more serious team, obviously they are still young. What about the third one? So the third team was about mages. We played Orion, Dorian, Faceless, just as on Brawl, plus healers, because healers is weak, but he is able to remove nightmares when others are already captured. So the idea of this team was kind of simple. You just go with Celeste at front line, use on her Axel to get her some more damage, magic damage I guess, and also we use her rerolls. Let me show you the fights. So I tried to maximize my damage, and that's why I used Celeste at dark mode. Theoretically I could also play with even Dragon, so even with Albus, but I just wanted healers to survive, because my healers is really weak, so we need extra healing for this character. As a result, Oliver managed to heal healers during this fight, and I still needed to heal Dorian. So other damage dealers are standing around Dorian, they can kind of lifesteal. And my idea was to try to get double effect. So double effect I call this double reroll, magic attack double buff from Celeste. And as a result, the amount of damage is around 60,000 instead of casual. So it's a really huge buff for Orion, Faceless and healers. That's why if you manage to do the double reroll and then activate, the amount of damage will be much more. So you have double magic penetration, you have double magic attack buff, and as a result they copy each other, and one more time you see this damage. So this damage is kind of huge, even though my characters are not super powerful. So that fight happened, I guess, on Friday, if I remember correctly. That was not a super impressive amount of damage, I agree with you, but actually we had only one character from my main team, that's Celeste. Other characters are secondary, I use them on Grand Arena, and still they managed to collect almost 5 million damage. The third team was just everybody who survived, so here I wanted to show you how Esteros can survive long enough. Other characters are weak, obviously, but Esteros is effective against physical and magical damage because of his defenses. Also, he can resurrect somebody. So my aim here was to use Albus as my main damage dealer. Sometime was won with, you see that Lucas protects Astrid here, that was nice. And actually, 40 seconds to kill my Esteros, you see that's kind of funny. So they try hard, but they can do nothing. Even without patronage of healing, Esteros still survived. So the stats of my characters for that time, now they are slightly stronger, so you see only Esteros can do something here. And here we have slightly more stats, but still. So that's the stats of other characters. Celeste is more powerful than, I would say, 2 or 3 characters together. Okay? So Orion plus Faceless is a huge combo. Dorian helps to lifesteal, and Healers is here to get all the buffs and be effective under the buffs. So that's what I wanted to show you. Maybe you wanted to ask about my buffs, so I'll show you also my buffs. This time we have 7 buffs. So Astral Shield helps my other teams which are weak. Obviously I want to convert extra healing into damage, because we have Marsa, because we have Dorian, so lifesteal can be not super effective if you overcome the max amount of life. Extra damage against nightmares. Then we have Mage nightmares generated by mages have less health. Then we have, when Osh awakens, we have extra stats, extra energy for destroying the spheres, and no more than 4 nightmares. I take this all the time because when I place a weak team, then if we have 5 nightmares or 6 nightmares, then the team is just dead. Okay, so that's my boss. So probably that's all I wanted to show you today. Thank you very much for watching. This video will be on my YouTube channel in the future, so you will be able to watch since the start of my life. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you strong health. Wish you strong health and happy life. See you in the next videos.